What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Ethereum today, ETH USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 16th of July. Here we are at about $3,115. Looking fierce, to say the least. Looking very fierce. Yes, Ethereum moved up yesterday as Bitcoin moved down a little bit, right? Up 4%. That's nice. I wonder, how's this ETH BTC pair looking? ETH BTC. I'm sure a lot of people are looking at this these days. Breaking out, good volume coming in, breaking out. We love to see it, right? A little bit overbought right here. Could be a fake out. That's not a whole lot of volume, right? Whenever you broke out back here, you had a lot more volume. Whenever you broke out on the lows here, you had a lot more volume right here. That's not really enough, but it could come in. It could come in today. We are overbought. We kind of have a double top. It's a slightly higher high, I know, but Ethereum could come down. I don't know if it does. Let's look at the 1 hour real quick. We're going to do ETH BTC real quick. Yeah, there's some bearish divergence. You moved up with lesser volume. I mean, not that that's everything for the BTC chart. Maybe you do move down. Let's look at the USDT chart, okay? So daily time frame here, it's the 16th of July. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, actually. I wouldn't call that bearish divergence, but yeah, some kind of like a triple top on the RSI. Maybe you come down a little bit, right? You find support here at prior areas of resistance right there at 3,066, but nothing crazy. If not there, then there, right? You'll probably find support somewhere in that area. Get a higher low and then move on up, continue to move up. Do you have a 3 bearish drives pattern going on? Is that what this is? Ooh, maybe. Hold on, let's see. Nope. Nope, not a 3 bearish drives. Okay, cool. Doesn't mean you can't go down though, right? I mean, if you look here, you are moving up, and this does matter with the volume, right? Dying off in volume as you're moving up. You probably pull back down. 365, you're at 315 now, so a little bit lower. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. A little bit lower, and then some upside. There's some much warranted upside, man. 1 hour time frame looks good. You're probably not going to move up right now immediately, but maybe by the end of the day, going into the end of the day, you could rally. I could see that happening. If not, surely tomorrow, Thursday, should be a good day to increase, right? I would think. Looking at the 4 hour time frame here, getting overbought, probably getting out of the overbought zone. You got 21 minutes left in this 4 hour candle. I don't think that you're going to move up higher. That is good volume on the 4 hour time frame, actually, with that breakout, so I do like that. Again, running with the idea that you probably just find support back at this area. I don't know if you go back down below. I certainly don't believe we're going below $3,000, but probably a little bit lower and then higher to go, right? Looking at the daily time frame here, just very overbought. Maybe we don't start ripping and running. Maybe we do consolidate still a little bit in this area. Let the RSI cool off with a couple of red days here and there, and then we continue to run. I'd like to see that out of the overbought zone, but at the same time, you're in a position where you're so low in the overbought zone that you could go higher. You could. We've seen stronger readings than this, and you very well could go higher. You're also like freshly breaking out right here. So let's look at that real quick. High to low. Right at the 1272 though, yeah, I bet you still consolidate in this area. You're probably going to pull back and consolidate. If you don't stop at 3,060, maybe you do go just below $3,000. Maybe that is possible. I might have spoken too soon on that. Maybe you do go just below 3,000. Whatever it takes to get this RSI out of the overbought zone. Sometimes I've noticed that whenever Bitcoin takes a pause, Ethereum will run up a little bit, but then it kind of comes back down with Bitcoin and consolidates. So I could see you consolidating for the rest of this week and then going into next week being bullish. But if I'm wrong, you'll close green today, and you're probably not stopping. This consolidation phase I'm talking about actually won't occur until we see about $3,500. And then you'll consolidate, and where you find support will just be at higher levels, you know, like basically where you are now, if not above. So definitely in a bullish posturing overall. You look at ETH BTC here, we go on the weekly time frame. Absolutely in a bullish posturing. I wouldn't be surprised if this week we did break out of this area versus BTC. Double bottom, right? You're looking at it here, low here, low here. Oh, it might be more obvious on a monthly time frame. Double bottom look. And as we were expecting for the past couple of months, we're going to get a V-shaped recovery, probably going into Q2 of 2026. I don't know if we get above this area here, but any kind of recovery like this, when Ethereum's moving up versus Bitcoin, that is Altseason. People look at the BTC dominance chart for Altseason, and that's a good way to gauge Altseason too. But ETH BTC, being that it's the second top market cap crypto, it's kind of the same idea here. Whenever ETH versus BTC is moving up, that's Altseason. Literally look at any time that we've done this, any single one of these moments, these were Altseason moments throughout our crypto history, right? So this right here, we're starting Altseason, guys. It's clear as day that we're starting alt season. Anybody who doesn't accept that at this point in time, they'll probably accept it at some point. They're going to be late, right? But the signs are there. The signs are very much there. We're out of the overbought zone. All we got to do is break out of this downtrend in the monthly time frame, V bottom out of here, and this for the months to come, guys. It's going to be very glorious. It's going to be a good alt season to say the least. Probably better than what we had last cycle. I would very much expect it is. ETH USDT here probably consolidates 2,930 at the lowest, 3,060 at the minimum to go down from here. Consolidate for the rest of the week, and then you'll start moving up. If I'm wrong, it's only because you're actually going to move up a lot faster. First, you'll just actually instead go up to like 3,500, 3,600, and then from there you'll consolidate. And maybe that'll be next week that you consolidate, part of next week. I wouldn't imagine that you consolidate a whole week, but maybe you do. You've consolidated like 2 weeks before, so however long it takes, and then you will continue to rally. New all-time highs are what you're coming for. You will be at new all-time highs by the end of August. Understand that's what's happening, okay? From a high to a low, above the golden ratio. The minimum expectation here would be $5,500, okay? $8,000 there, somewhere around there. $5,500 to $8,000, $5,500 to $8,000. That's the target area by the end of August, and I'm thinking you're going to go right to 8K. Time will tell. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.